Hello, beautiful souls, beautiful lights, beautiful humans. Welcome. I'm honestly not sure what's going to come through today. I just had the inkling to hop on, make a little voice recording, and just see what came through. Today is currently February 12th, and so not quite sure when this is going to come out, but just for a little timestamp of when my thought process is rolling. These last few days have been quite expansive, and my brain has honestly been thinking a lot, and so I don't know about you, but while I'm making this, we are currently feeling the new moon in Aquarius/Pisces with like 7 other planets in Aquarius, and so for me, being an Aquarius sun and like 6 other things in my birth chart, the Aquarius brain just is going. It's just going lately. And so I just wanted to bring awareness to that, and perhaps when you come across this recording, you are feeling the same way, that your brain just keeps going, that it won't turn off, that there's something to share, to do, to be, but you're not quite sure what that is. And so that is what this, I feel, chit-chat is going to articulate. These last few days we've been talking, I say we, and I mean me with my guides, but then also me with the community that I have been creating and facilitating and hosting and holding space for. My Cell Lunar Collective, we gather for the full moon and for the new moon. Super amazing space, but we've been chit-chatting a little bit about overthinking and how in the Aquarius season, and just for Aquarians, overthinking tends to be something that is a norm. It's just something that happens. It's something to do. It's where our brain goes in every moment of every day. But within that overthinking, a lot of people do practices, aka yoga, meditation, mindfulness, to calm the mind, still the mind, allow that overthinking to cease, versus utilizing the overthinking for the purpose of its being. We often just try to push it away, and I don't want to overthink. It causes anxiety or stress or fear, or it brings up all of the complications and probabilities and worst outcomes, best outcomes. It brings up a lot of things. And when we're thinking of that and we're trying to push it away, we are completely missing the purpose of overthinking. One of my friends said on our call the other night how there is a purpose to overthinking, and how this purpose is for it to bring up all of these potentials. For a lot of people, the overthinking doesn't happen often. For me, being an Aquarius, it happens quite often, but then seeing it from, per se, a Taurus's mindset, perhaps it doesn't happen as much. And I say that based on sun signs. But within the purpose of overthinking, its purpose, its mission within existing and being here as an entire sector of the year, where our brain, our conceptuality, our intellect goes rampant, is to really push us to find the limits, to find the limitless potential of our capacity to think, to imagine, to create. And also to give us the time, the space, and the acknowledgement of, within these moments, we are finding and formulating different avenues of creation. These are the ways that perhaps you wouldn't take on a normal day, perhaps you wouldn't think of on a normal day, but then that way seems easier, it seems more fun, it seems better, it seems just more interesting. Or perhaps it seems like, nope, that's not the one for me, and so then you move on to another thought. But really within this space, we are overthinking, and we are being here just for the purpose of discovering new avenues, new neural pathways within our brain, reconnecting things. We are trying to remember something. This is why our brain is doing this overthinking. We are trying to remember something. And this is why I'm here, being an intuition mentor and energy alchemist. My purpose is just to activate your cellular remembrance. That's really my purpose here. Just to help you remember that you're a fucking divine goddess being on this planet. That's it. And that's really everybody. I feel like that's everybody's purpose. Just in some sense, even if your passion is to cook. That cooking, that meal, is reminding somebody of a nostalgic moment, is reminding somebody of a potential for a future, is reminding somebody of something. Because we already know. Nothing is a new experience. And perhaps that takes away the, what's it called? Perhaps that takes away the spontaneity and the freshness of experience. But when we look at it from that perspective of nothing is new, everything we have already experienced and will experience is just that. We have already experienced it. And in doing that, we know we're safe. We know that we don't have to be in a survival mode. We know that no matter what we do, we are purposeful and that we are living in purpose, on purpose, for a purpose. And that brings so much joy, peace, and potential, honestly, into what we do in our life. So, with all that being said, I do feel like ending this there. This little chit chat of around 7 minutes. So thank you all so much for joining. Thank you. Sending each of you a nice little distance Reiki hug right now through this vocal transmission. I'm just enjoying that for a second. Through this quantum realm that technology provides and taps into, honestly. Thank you all so much for being here. Much love. Definitely make sure to check me out on my Instagram at EnerGenetic.Alkemy. Alchemy with a K. And yeah, also there's a link tree there. Go to my website, check out the events. There's a free guided meditation currently up on my link tree for a nice little heart expansion. Really just feeling called to support you any which way that comes across my path. And for now, this little voice memo is what it is. And I guess when you're hearing that, it'll be a podcast. So lots of love to you. I love each of you. Yes, you. Deepest love. Allowing now and holding the space for your highest expansion, activation, and cellular remembrance. Until next time. Namaste.